Hey team, welcome to day 3. I hope your Marcothon journey is going smoothly already. Thank you for joining Yoga for Runners. I hope these videos are helping. Let me know in the comments, but let's get started. We're going to start down on all fours. Okay, so one of my favourite poses in yoga is child's pose. Super simple, quite nice and really great for the hips. So coming into your all fours position, I want you to open your knees wider than your hips, okay? And we could bring the toes into touch. We're creating a little triangle underneath the body here. I want you to use, before you lower the chest, sink back towards those heels. Now, if you find you're super tight here, you can pop cushions under here, blocks, towels, whatever feels good so that you don't feel like you're suspended in midair. So we want to push those hips down. So use the heels of your hands to push and rock those hips as far back. Then drop your chest. So try not to bring yourself forward. Keep everything quite central. So allow yourself to drop here. Now your forehead might not reach the floor. If it does, great. Just walk your hands slightly further out and allow your shoulders to round here. If you find you're quite high, again, you can make a little 1 potato, 2 potato with your fists here and rest your head on your hands. You can use pillows or towels, whatever feels good. But this can be quite nice just to allow the opening of the hips. So let's relax. Let's take our 3 big breaths here to start our yoga for runners. So nice big deep inhales. Maybe you sigh out your exhale today. Think about a big like this. Let those shoulders melt down. Let those hips relax. Last big breath. And let it roll down. Lovely. Now, if you've got your forehead on the ground here, you might be nice to rotate your head from side to side. So we're just going to roll from one temple over to the other. Just getting a bit of movement in that neck. Nice. Coming back to centre, walking your fingers as far along as your mat. So maybe like a bit like spiders, coming up onto the fingertips, lifting up. Feel that nice stretch into the shoulders here. Taking a breath here. And relax the hands. Nice. Give your hips a little wiggle from side to side. So you might kind of push into one hip and then rock again from side to side. So because your hips are nice and open here, we've got a little bit more space to play with. Nice. Coming back to centre, let's walk the hands towards the knees and lift the chest all the way up. Okay, back into our all fours. One of my other favourite moves is your cat-cow. So coming into your tabletop, before we start moving around, let's open the fingertips nice and wide, press into the fingers, into the mat here, the palms of the hands, every finger you've got, push it all the way in, lift through the chest here, drive those knees into the floor, lift through your belly button, soak up on that pelvic floor. Let's look down between your hands. Nice long spine here. What you tend to find is a lot of people crane their necks and everything. We want to think nice long spine. Relax. Lovely. Let's do that one more time. Let's press into the mat. Soak up the belly button. Nice. Keep breathing here. So as much as we've soaked in the belly button, that's not where your lungs live. So we can still breathe, but still hold on to that core. Lovely. And relax. We're going to take an inhale breath here. And as you inhale, I want you to start at the bottom with your tailbone. And we're going to inhale, lift the tailbone, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, open your chest and lift your head. Push into the mat here to lift. As you exhale, start with the head. Tuck it under. Push into the mat to round your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under. Bring your belly button in towards your spine. Let's inhale, lift. I like the shoulder roll because I think it creates a bit more space in the shoulders, the collarbone and the chest. And then rocking everything all the way under. Nice rounding of the spine. Let's do 2 more of those. Lifting through. Curling it all under. Nice. Lovely, guys. Let's come all the way back to centre. We're going to extend that right foot along your mat. Tuck your right toes in. And using the heels of your hands here, we're just going to let yourself rock back and forward. Now, this can be really good, especially if you've got Achilles issues, plantar problems. This gets a wee stretch through your foot, but it also doesn't put a lot of pressure on it, rather than standing up straight doing it or forcing the leg that way. So this, you can just rock onto the toes and back. If you find you need a more stretch, you can use the heels of your hands, push the heel away, find that big hamstring stretch here. So choose, pick your poison. Pick your poison. Lovely. Let's keep that right leg, tucked in. We're going to plant that right hand and we're going to lift that left hand all the way up. So a nice big twist through the body here, looking up towards that left hand and back down. Nice. Let's lift again. Lovely. And all the way back down. Last one, lifting up, keeping those right toes tucked and back down. Nice. Bring that right knee in. Maybe give your wrists a little circle here if they feel a little bit tender, which they can do if you're not used to it. So again, just give them a light circle, maybe come onto your knees, give them a little roll. Let's move on to the left side. Extend your left leg, tuck your left toes, and let's start that nice little rock back and forward. Team it with your breath. I mean, that's the whole point of yoga, is movement matches breath. So maybe you just, as you exhale, you push into that stretch. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale down. So this isn't all about how tight you can find your body or how much you can move. It is really about registering how you're feeling. So the slower sometimes you move, you can notice little tighter bits than the other. So let's just rock back and forward. Dig your heels into your hands, push the heel away from the body. Find that nice big stretch as well. If you prefer the rock, just keep doing that. That's absolutely fine. I don't mean Dwayne Johnson, by the way. I mean the rock back and forth. What a great joke. You're welcome. Lovely. Let's keep the left hand planted and we're going to lift with the right this time. Nice big stretch. Hamstrings still getting activated here, but we're having this lovely big opening across the chest and back down. Lovely. Right hand all the way up and back down. Nice. Last one. Right hand all the way up. Lovely. And back down. Nice. Bring your left knee in. This time take the knees nice and wide. We come all the way back to our child's pose, our start. Big toes to touch. Let yourself sink down here and allow the body to melt. If you find that particularly difficult on your wrists, this is a lovely moment just to give your wrist that lovely circle here. And you can also bring your hands towards your feet and relax your shoulders just that little bit more. Remember, if you are struggling to reach the mat, get some pillows under you. You have pillows to hand to allow that relaxation. We'll take 3 breaths here. Lovely. Exhale it out. Inhale it all the way in. And out. Nice. Bring your hands to your knees. Lift your body through. Bring your knees together. And come back to your mat. Lovely, guys. Let's take a nice big inhale. Big stretch to the body. And exhale it all the way down. Inhale up. And exhale all the way down. Thank you for watching day 3. I hope that was useful for you, and I look forward to seeing you for day 4. See you later, guys. Bye.